Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and this is a little quick pick a card for Wednesday the 3rd of May. So pile number 1 is the red jasper, pile number 2 is the moonstone, and pile number 3 is the amethyst. So I will just give you a second to choose your pile. Okay, so that's number 2. And pile number 1 is the red jasper. So you guys had number 27, the witch, justice is coming. You have, oh, you actually have the justice card. So you have justice twice. This is detached, but it's the justice card in this deck. Ooh, pile number 1, what's going on with you? You have the full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. And you have the Venusians, romance, soulmates, empathy. So kind of feel like this is to do with a love situation. It could be to do with a soulmate that you're dealing with. Okay. You could be dealing with a Libra as well because you have the justice card twice. So this could be someone that has Libra heavy in their chart. And I did just do a reading for Libra not that long ago where someone was forgiving someone. So this could be a situation, maybe your pride is kind of getting the better of you a little bit here. Like maybe you're angry with this person. And you have the justice twice, which talks about, it can talk about an apology or someone coming in to try and make things right. I feel like that's what you're getting here. The justice card also talks about getting information. So I feel like someone's gonna come, and I feel like it is to do with romance because you have the Venusians here, like a soulmate. Someone's gonna come in and tell you the truth, like give you information about things. So they're saying don't get in your own way, basically, like don't let pride get in your way. You may need to kind of take a step back and detach a little bit because maybe you are, and you know, I'm not throwing shade here, I'm very like this myself. You know, maybe you're just kind of angry with this person or you're being stubborn about the situation or something. It might help you to sort of try and detach a little bit from it and see it from a bigger perspective. Because you don't want to cut off your nose to spite your face, you know what I mean? But I do feel like this is, I feel like it's a soulmate. And also there's something here about trying to see it from the other person's point of view because it does have empathy, you know? So don't bite my head off in the comments, okay? Just, that's the message, okay? If you want to shout at someone, go shout at your spirit guides, okay? So pile number 1, that was your messages. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Move that out of the way. Sorry about that noise. Pile number 2, you are the moonstone. So you have wings. Number 8, you never needed those wings to fly. You have the short grays, timid, misunderstood, shy. You actually got a lot of cards. You've got the Galactic Federation, collaboration, meetings, community. So I can already tell this is about something to do with you putting yourself out there more. Like you might be someone who's very shy, or you're a little shy, like a little timid. But they're saying, like, go for it, take that leap of faith. Okay, it's like Dumbo, you know, you never needed the magic feather to fly. Okay, because this might be about working with a big group of people, like maybe you have to give a speech, or you know, it would be like a motivational speaker, or just working with people in general. I feel like it's maybe like a little bit of a fear that you have. Yeah, because you have the 4 of Cups here, opportunity beckons, but it's almost like you're kind of turning your back on it a little bit because you're worrying about it. And I think it's because you're naturally maybe a little shy, like you don't really like public speaking or something. You have prosperity lies ahead, the new moon in Taurus. And you also have adjustments are required, the 3rd quarter moon. So there's definitely there's some kind of new career or something that's going to make you money. But I feel like you have to put yourself out there more, like, you know, maybe you have to, like I said, talk in front of a group of people, or you have to work with people, or you would be like the leader or something. Or it's something about being seen. And you're maybe kind of turning your back on it a little bit because you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to do that. So that's kind of what you need to let go of. Like, you need to take a leap towards this, because Spirit doesn't send you anything that you can't do. You know what I mean? It's only ourselves that get in our own way. And the thing is, I say this all the time about the throat chakra, like, there's a difference between being introverted and being shy. Like, some people are just naturally more introverted, but being shy is kind of a learned behavior. You know, you might be someone that struggles with their throat chakra, which, if you want to know more about the throat chakra, you should check out my other channel, How to Train Your Caterpillar. The link is in the description box. It's something that I have had to work on myself a lot, so I have information about it over there. But basically the throat chakra becomes blocked when you get bullied or something. Like, at some point someone has made you feel like what you have to say is not relevant, or it's not important, or you shouldn't be talking, right? So that may be something that you've had to work through, because shyness is like learned. Babies are not shy. Like, little kids are not shy, really. You know, like 2-year-olds, like, well, only if they've learned it. You know what I mean? But like really little kids, before they get that kind of self-awareness, they're not shy. They're just like blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's something, to get to this prosperity, you kind of have to believe in yourself more. You know what I mean? And like work through this shyness. But I feel like once you get into whatever this is, the shyness won't be a problem. It's just that you might be in your head a bit about it, because you're like, oh my god, but I really struggle with people. What if I can't do this? Spirit's saying that's what you have to let go of, that block. You telling yourself that you can't do it, because you can, you know? So that was your message, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Pile number 3, you had the amethyst. You have voyage. You already have all the answers. Number 34. You have your commitment is being tested. Oh my god. And you have number the 5 of Wands, sorry, challenging times. And you have the water element, reflection, kindness, compassion. So, okay, I don't know what you're going through, pile number 3, but you're going through something, you're going through some challenging times, okay? With the 5 of Wands, everything might feel a little bit up in the air, okay? You might not know, because that's kind of what I get from this card as well. She's like in the middle of the ocean and she's trying to read the map, and she's like, oh my god, I can't read this map. I don't know where I'm going. And she looks kind of lost. So you might be, you're feeling a little lost at the moment, like you're not sure which way to go, or you're not really sure why things are happening, or just like a lot of shitty things might be happening in your life and you're like, why? Why is this happening? Literally the reason is that your commitment is being tested. That's the only reason. And it seems like unfair to do that to you, because like life is hard enough down here anyway. You know, it's like, really? Did you have to throw in that extra thing? Because like that happened to me recently. Like I got, you know, if you watch my Gemini reading, I was whining about it, but I got a new light fixture in my living room and I was like, oh yay, this will be great. It'll be so much more light, and it's awful. It's just, it's nothing to do with the voltage, like the wattage of the lights. It's just a really crappy light fixture, and it's so dark in here, and now I have to get a new one and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, why? What do you want from me? But sometimes it's literally just like your commitment's being tested. It's like, I usually find that they do this kind of thing to you when you're about to level up, you know, like in a computer game or something like that. And it's kind of like a test of faith, like how much do you trust us kind of thing. So there's a message here, because the thing is, you already know the answer, right? And it's your intuition, okay? Because the water element is all about like your intuition. Oh, something made a weird noise that freaked me out. It's okay. It's nothing. Yeah, the water it's about like listening to your intuition. So that's part of the reason that they're putting you through this, is because they want you to listen to your intuition, because the further you go along your spiritual path, the more your third eye opens. The third eye is the seat of the intuition. So, when your intuition is like on point, you already know why it's happening. You know what's going on. You know where you're going. You know where you're headed. You know what's good for you and what's not. But you have to learn to trust your intuition, because oftentimes we go out with ourselves to look for the answer, but you already know. So it might be a good time for you to like meditate. And remember, there's lots of different ways to meditate, doesn't just have to be about sitting still, although if you can do that, that's great. But yeah, so if you're going through a really tricky time, that's what's going on here, pile 3. Okay, they're testing your commitment. They're trying to make you listen to your intuition, because the thing is, once you do that, you are unstoppable. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be swayed by other people. You're not going to be swayed by random bullshit that you hear. You're going to be like, nah, that's not true. Like, I know myself. I know where I'm going, blah, blah, blah. So that is your message, pile 3. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.